Hi guys, Synthy Tomorrow here, and today we're going to be reviewing the new EP from rock metal quintet Set for Tomorrow that dropped a week ago, but I was too busy to review it because I was busy with the day to remember. I'm not recording this the same day of the very reaction. I just changed my shirt to give the impression that I'm not doing it the same day. Some background actually about this band. The vocalist of THEORIA, Pat, used to be the vocalist of this band, and then I kind of stopped listening to them after he left the band. Their EP from last year called Initiation wasn't really my thing, because I was so used to hearing Pat as the vocalist. But they're back with a new EP called Arcs. Let's get into it. The first track, Over, I think is a phenomenal song. There's so many little production effects here and there, so much stuff on the vocals, booming drums everywhere, and obviously a ridiculous breakdown. And I think this is probably one of the best Set for Tomorrow songs that they've released. And of course the chorus, I think the vocalist, I still don't know how to say his name, Aker, please correct me. He really came into his own on this album. And so many of the songs on this EP, he does so well on the songs. Control, or CTRL. This was the first single, I believe, that they released for this EP. And honestly, I wasn't too into it, but the more I listened to it, the more I started liking it. There's one complaint that I have about it, is that the production, it was released in June last year, I'm pretty sure. The production sounds a little different than the rest of the EP, because I'm pretty sure it was produced by Mikey. And just the production just kept progressing throughout the EP, so every song sounds better than the previous, because half of it was released as singles. But I think Control is a good song. It has a great chorus, and I appreciate how they didn't go full breakdown on this. It was a really cool, like, screaming bridge. On to the third song, which is Doom and Gloom. This has a pig squeal on it. I don't know why, but it goes hard. The verses aren't really my thing, but the production on, I'm just going to say Aker's vocals, is really, really, really cool. And the little glitches and sound effects that pan left and right throughout the verses, I think, are really cool. So I can appreciate the production aspect of the verses, but they're just not my thing. The chorus is absolutely incredible, and the breakdown, of course, is ridiculously heavy. And we also get some, like, Will Ramos, like, yeah, I apologize. The fourth song, Impulse, is probably the heaviest one on the EP, I'm pretty sure. Again, the verses aren't really my thing on this one either. I don't really like that much of the techno feel of it, but the chorus absolutely goes hard. And I like how they developed the second verse a little bit more, and that was really cool. And of course, the hi-hat breakdown, the closed hi-hat breakdown, and then it opens. I think this song is one of the best ones, even though the first verse specifically isn't my thing. The fifth song, Counterfeit, which is the other new track that was released with the EP, I think is my favorite Set for Tomorrow song at this point. The first time I was listening to it, I started hearing, wait a second, is he singing in Spanish? And I thought it was really, really cool how the pre-chorus in the first verse, he just switched to Spanish. I want more songs with Aker singing in Spanish now. And the breakdown is probably the most deathcore breakdown that this band has ever done. It also almost metrically modulated, if you know what I mean. I might be a nerd. Aker's lows have gone insane in this song. The chorus is so groovy and fun. I think Counterfeit is probably the highlight of the EP for me. And then on to the last track called Do You. This is another one where I think this was the third single. This is another one where I don't really like the techno feel of it. I do like the synth work. The producer of my band, Parabola, Sean, he does a lot of synth work. And there's a lot of work that goes into the synths on this, so I can appreciate that. The pre-chorus in the first verse wasn't my thing. However, the sample at the start of the song, or whenever the main riff comes back, there's this, like, vocal chop sample thing that's really, really cool, and it goes really well mixed with the heavy guitars and drums. The overall rating for this EP, I would probably give it a solid 7 to a light 8. I think this is the best work Set for Tomorrow has put out in a long time, and they really seem like they found their sound. So I'm really excited to hear more stuff, and hopefully more Aker singing in Spanish. One more thing that I wanted to say about this album, however, is that I don't think I heard Mikey's vocals on any of the songs, So I would really, really, really like to hear Mikey singing more on any future work. That kind of brings back that sound that Set for Tomorrow had developed prior to the member change. And I think Mikey's vocals were able to, I think he had that on Initiation. It was able to tie it together quite a bit, but that would be my rating. Transition, have you given this EP a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? You're the best, you're the best. I gotta stop ripping off Anthony Fantano. Alright, listen to my bands. Goodbye.